Hey friends, this is Bobby Shanks, owner of Shanks Realty Group, and this is another episode of Kitchen Talk. And my awesome co-host is
Donna Mitchell with Guaranteed Rate Mortgage.
And I have a super fun topic for us to start with today.
Which one?
I want to talk about Top Gun.
Give it to me, Goose.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to see it
Give
tonight.
it to me, Goose.
All right.
Wait a minute, that's not what he says.
No, that's not his line. But I put Goose in there to like make it Top Gun-ish. Like.
Wait a minute. What is the phrase? Now my brain got all sidetracked. What is the phrase?
I don't know.
No, we got it in. What was the phrase?
Talk to me, Goose.
That's
what it was.
Goose, you there? Talk to me, Goose.
Talk to me, Goose. Yes. I'm going to see it tonight. No spoilers. Don't say it. You haven't seen it yet, though.
No, but we made a deal when we were off camera.
Yes. I'm seeing it tonight. I already have plans. I'm
Yep.
making you go see it.
I'm gonna go see it.
And then we're gonna critique it like in our next kitchen talk.
I've heard it's pretty good.
I've heard it's amazing. I've heard it's better than the first. I really was like, do I want to go see it or not? And then I've seen everybody posting about how amazing it is. I'm like, I'm going to see that for sure.
All right, so pop quiz. Charlie, Maverick, Goose, or Iceman?
Ice baby.
Ice baby.
Yeah.
You like the Iceman?
I've never been
Val
attracted
Kilmer,
to Tom Cruise.
right?
I've never been attracted to Tom Cruise. I'm probably the only girl that grew up in the 80s that was not a Tom Cruise person. I don't know. He's not my deal.
Yeah.
Fun
fact.
Yes.
Tom Cruise.
Yes.
So the center of your teeth is supposed to be perfectly center with your face, right? This
Okay.
little centerpiece.
Is that how mine goes? Okay.
Tom Cruise's is actually off center. So if you ever see him in a camera like
He's not symmetrical.
straight on, his little tooth thing here is actually like an eighth of an inch over.
I feel like you've paid way more attention to that than other people in the world, but we'll leave it at that.
I'm a realtor. Details matter.
Okay.
I see the details.
Okay, then.
So speaking of Val Kilmer, do you know that he has his own documentary about his entire life?
I think I did hear that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably not a go-see for me, but
yeah, he's not doing super well.
no,
right?
he's not.
Yeah,
No.
it's
But
tough.
he was good in Top Gun.
Yes.
I'm going to have to go. Ooh, I left one out. Chester.
Who's Chester?
He was the original Top Gun top flight instructor.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with. Do you know which one I'm gonna pick?
I have no idea. I didn't know the two things, so evidently you are way into this.
I'm gonna have to say Charlie.
Okay. Why?
Because she's pretty.
She's pretty.
Well, because I love her attitude.
You like a confident woman.
I do.
Yes,
I
you-
absolutely do.
and you-
yeah.
I don't know so much how you deal with like women in charge though. Women in a place of authority.
I'm listening.
Yes.
What do you mean, Donna?
Whatever could I mean? I have no idea.
Okay, we're gonna take the rest of this offline.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Next topic.
Woo! Top Gun. I think I just got shot down. Okay.
All right.
Number 2. Oh,
What? I never have my glasses on, so I can't read
Yeah.
these. That's all I
You'll just have to follow
I
me.
never know what the topics are until you throw them at me.
I
Yes.
am selling my house.
Dun, dun, dun. I know.
And listen, everybody
Practice
listen.
what you preach. I have heard you prepping your house and going through the
Oh my
same steps that
gosh.
you would tell any seller in this market. So tell us what you're doing
So,
because that is important.
I have sold and moved a few times.
Mhm.
But this is the biggest house I've ever been in. And it's pretty much just like me and my daughter now. I mean, my son still too, but he's graduated. He's going to be moving on, right?
Right.
And it's crazy. Like, no joke. I spend at least an hour a day cleaning my house, doing laundry, or just dishes. Like, we are at the place where I never thought I would say this. Maybe I'm going to embarrass myself. I don't care. Like, we use paper plates in my house. I'm so sick of doing dishes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. It doesn't
I'm
bother me
sick
that
of
much.
it. So I am going to downsize.
Yeah.
And listen, If you
This
are
is the
worried,
market to do that in.
yeah.
I mean,
What are you
houses
waiting
are
on?
selling at top value that they have in years and
Here's
years.
the thing. People,
Years
so
and
people
years.
are like, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't have a clue. I'm speaking of Top Gun, pun intended. You know, I'm a top realtor in this area. You're a top lender. We know what we're doing. My house is probably going to have 100+ people in it on Sunday afternoon, and I don't have a clue where I'm going. Now, I did write a contract on a house. Listen to this.
Yeah.
I wrote a contract on a house last week, and I made a good offer.
Right? And you know what a good offer is.
Yeah, like I know how to win a contract without being stupid, you know?
Yeah.
And my offer wasn't accepted. But I'll tell you what, and I want to say this to y'all to give you some courage, encourage you. My offer
and insight
was not contingent on financing. It was not contingent on appraisal.
or inspections.
It was not contingent. Like basically it was, if you say yes to my price, I'll close whenever you're ready. And I don't even have to see the house again until I'm sticking a key in it to move stuff in. Like my offer, I could have written my offer on a package, like on a stick of gum wrapper. That's how simple my offer was.
It was clean.
I got beat out by somebody else who was contingent on financing and contingent on inspections.
Money talks. Crazy.
And I went over list price.
Yeah, that's just it.
So-
In this market, you don't know how high to go. Which again, if you're going to sell, now is the time because
Now's the
you
time.
are really maxing out on what you can get.
And if you're going to buy, don't think that every person out there who offers more money or has less contingencies is going to beat you. Because
there's no rule of thumb right now.
No.
Everybody's trying a little bit of everything.
it is
and
up to
different things work with different situations.
Now, I will say this just to cap off on the house I wrote on.
Yeah.
It was a VA foreclosure, so veteran.
Sure.
And the VA will always give preferential treatment, which I applaud. And I tip my hat to whoever wrote the offer if they are a veteran, because they will give preferential treatment to a veteran. If it is a VA foreclosure, which I wrote on was a foreclosure. I'm going to buy Fixer Upper.
Mm-hmm.
I got no shame in my game. I'll go live in a pretty.
No shame.
I mean,
you love that game. You love.
I love
fixing
that
up houses.
game.
Yeah, there's no
I
shame
will
in
totally live in a house job site for a year. Not a problem. Doesn't
that.
scare
It
me.
wouldn't
a
take
bit.
you that long because you are project oriented.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know I would knock it out.
I know.
But I just ready for something smaller. So
Yeah,
call me. Let's list your house.
definitely
and
the time to downsize.
have faith, because somewhere out there right now, someone is living in the house you want. And they're thinking, oh, if I could only find the house that I want. Well, one of you has to go first. And this weekend, it's my turn.
It is.
I am going to offer my house for sale. It is big. It is beautiful. The backyard is, oh, wait a minute. I can't, this is a show. I guess I can't pimp my own listing, can I?
I don't know. It's your show.
Come check it out. This weekend will be
Yes.
open. All right.
What's next?
Oh, real quick, just throw this out there. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Next Monday, Hillsborough Administration Building, 6:30 p.m. Jefferson County's County Council will be reviewing, and I'm sure declining, the proposal for the 24-unit, 3-story, nearly 200-foot wide apartment building that they want to put right on Seckman Road, about 300 feet from where we're standing right now.
So if it's declined this time, is it like done for a while?
It's
or
a dead deal. And there's even a provision, as far, if I remember, I'm not an expert at this. You have to wait 120 days before you can even refile for a whole new zoning, planning, whatever change.
Cool.
So,
So
but here's the thing. If you're one of my neighbors, because I've been a trustee in my subdivision and still kind of have some leadership there, just because I'm leaving my subdivision doesn't mean I'm leaving Seckman Road.
You're still a business owner right here.
Yeah. I mean, my business is here. This is my life,
Your
my
daughter still
livelihood.
goes to school here.
Yeah. So I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
not yet. I mean, someday I will, but not yet. Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Murph.
Yes. Okay. So Memorial Day.
Okay, so start from scratch a little bit for people who didn't hear about it or aren't quite sure what it is.
Okay, so we talked about it last week a little bit, but it is so it's really big in the military and in the fitness world. The Murph is an exercise or an exercise routine, a workout basically that was what one of the Lieutenant Murphy he created this workout. So it was a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 body squats, and then another mile run. And he did it with a 20-pound or maybe even more weighted vest in a weighted vest. Yes. So
that gave me goosebumps. Just
So he was a hero. I mean, he literally died in battle. Going out into the middle of a field to get a call out to save his crew.
Yeah.
And so they kind of honor him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is he from St. Louis?
No.
So this is a nationwide thing.
This is a nationwide thing.
Oh,
so
I didn't even understand that.
Yeah, and it's a big challenge. So a lot of people in the military and in the fitness world do what they call the Murph.
Yeah.
So they kind of recreate this challenge in honor of him and for Memorial Day and just honoring other fallen soldiers and such. So my gym, we rented out All American over there on South County off of Lindbergh, and they put together a Murph thing for us to do. So you could do it at any level. Like I can't do one single pull up, but you could do rows instead of pull ups, and then push ups and the body squats. And we did the run, so the whole thing, and it was an amazing event. We had just from our event, we had like 80 people show up. It was a lot of just coming together as a community and. You and I know this because this is how we met and this is what we love.
Yeah.
Right. When you find the right gym, it's like family. It's your community. It's your family.
You
love these people.
I mean, for a lot of people, it's their church.
Yeah.
It's where they go and like they literally they'll pray, they'll meditate, they'll do their internal, processing. It's huge.
It is. So and that's,
everybody should do it in some way.
So it was pretty cool. It was that whole just sense of community and everybody encouraging everybody. To do this and keeping in mind, our fallen soldiers and what they go through and what they sacrifice for us. And it was a really good event. It was very heartfelt, and a lot of people went out of their comfort zone to do this. And it was a good start to the to Memorial Day. We did it first thing in the morning, so it was very cool.
Thank you.
I was honored to be part of it, and it was pretty. And my daughter did it with me, which I love. I love that we do stuff together.
That you guys had doing your little arm
thing. We made our muscles.
That was a great picture. Like you need to.
I love that she works out with me. Like I didn't get into like fitness and running until like later in my years. I love that she's getting into it and has a love and passion for it now in her 20s. Well, I had already met. No, but I had already ran a marathon and everything by that time. Yeah, for me. But they met. But no, I mean I had. But it was late in life. So I love that she is coming into this in her 20s and really has an appreciation for her own health and fitness. And I love that we do it together. Yeah. Like it's pretty cool. It's awesome.
You know what? I'm going to echo that. My son, who is now graduated and he's a man.
Yep.
And as far as fathers and sons go, yes, we have our little headbutting that we do, but I still love him and I know that he loves me, and we tell each other that too.
Yeah.
But one thing I will never have to worry about with my son, and although to be honest, I don't really have a lot to worry about. He's pretty industrious. He is very healthy.
He is. Where do you think he gets that from? It's true.
No, leading
by example is the best parenting you can do.
And it is. Take your kids to the park, take your kids to the gym, get your kids involved in sports. Anyways, that's just a parent thing, but we have that in common.
I know.
So, well, good job. Thank you.
It's something we both really value.
Yeah, it is. I value my physical health more than my job, more than money. And I could go on and on. The reason is because at least for me, I can only speak for me. I have a history of at the points in my life where I don't feel the best, I'm also not the best. And when I feel the best, I look the best, I work the best. I have my highest level of productivity. People seem to like me more because I'm just, more
For me,
endorphins. And,
my spiritual life would be at the very top.
Mhm.
And then right below that would be my health and fitness. And every single run, like running is my prayer time. Every single run, I start with the same words. I mean, the very first strides I'm hopping into, thank you, God, for my health and my fitness and my love relationship with you. And I just go through my gratitudes. And I truly believe in that you have to have your own oxygen mask on first to be able to help others. So I need to take care of me to be at my best to help others.
I love it when you say stuff like that. You're so smart. and I I'm really glad that you just said all of that. I hope everybody heard that. And I have nothing to say to improve that because it was perfect. High five.
All right. What you got?
Did you go to any of the pools? Open pools?
I went
past
to.
weekend?
I did. I went to my friend's swimming party. Diane.
Oh,
With
of course.
Real Producers Magazine in the real estate world. Yeah.
I would go
She
to
had a
her
pool
house
party.
just to hang out with the St. Bernards.
George.
Do they ever get in the pool?
Yeah. I don't think he gets in the pool so much anymore, but her poodle definitely does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it was a good, just fun. Oh my gosh. So it was kind of a y'all come and kids were there and like her pool had like 1 million kids in it. I don't know if I should be saying this on video, right? It was fun. So her kid, like everybody's, just eating and drinking and sunning and having fun. And she's cleaning the pool and she kind of stops and she's like, wait a minute. I haven't seen one of you kids get out of this pool yet. Now, one kid has gotten out of this pool, and she's like, you know where the bathroom is, right?
Oh,
the bathroom.
no.
If you have to go, you do not go in my pool. The bathroom doors. Oh, man. It was a revelation moment. And we were all like, oh, yeah, we ain't getting in that pool.
Every time somebody makes a reference about peeing in the pool,
Yeah.
I immediately think of Bill Murray in Caddyshack.
Oh, my God.
You remember that? Or the Baby Ruth?
Baby Ruth,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Such a
What about you?
grown man.
I don't go
and
to a
still
lot
have
of
it.
pools over the summer, but I'm more at the layout on the pool side than get in the pool. But I know, what about pools when it comes to the realtor world? Let's talk about that for a minute. Do you think it adds to the value, takes away from the value? There's always been a big debate on that.
Well,
this last couple years,
I really like answering this question.
Okay.
So first of all, we live in the Midwest. So a swimming pool, it's kind of like a motorcycle.
You got a limited time you can use it.
You get 6 months
But how
on,
much
6
do you
months
love
off.
it?
So
Yeah.
are you willing to pay, X more dollars for something that you only get to use once or twice a week for 4 to 6 months?
Yeah.
Right. So only you can answer that. So that's number one. Number two, there is a right way and a wrong way to do a pool. In today's real estate world, if you could imagine a pool that you saw in some 1980s movie,
okay,
by today's standard, that pool would be an embarrassment. So if you have a square pool with a 4-foot concrete deck around it, you've missed the mark.
They have to be fancy pools.
You need a pool with shape, not a rectangle, and you need a stamped patio. This is a little extreme.
Outdoor living spaces have become very popular, though.
Okay, so past weekend, I was fortunate enough to visit one of my past clients, and I definitely will not mention how much this renovation cost. But if you saw it, you would be like, yeah.
The backyard oasis.
It had a staircase that went a quarter of the way around the curved pool and stepped down to a wood-burning fireplace with television, had a stamped patio. It had jets that shot over the pool.
Lights, water features are kind of a big deal in it.
It had all new landscaping, outdoor kitchen with a grill that, wow.
Better
It
than people's
was
inside kitchens.
amazing.
Yeah.
Refrigerated, like this. Needless to say, we're talking about a big number. Now, I will say that this pool
Did the pool
matched.
match? Okay, that's what I was
It
gonna say.
matched
Did
the
pool match
subdivision.
house?
It matched the house.
Yeah.
So, and this is a big fancy house.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But if you've got a $200,000 house,
yeah,
which is, well, our average sell price in this area is $240.
$250-ish. Okay.
Right. So we'll say $250.
Yeah.
So this house was like 4 times that.
Okay.
But if you've got a $250 house, you don't need jets and synchronized lighting with speakers and
yeah.
Okay.
I hear you.
But do a nice shaped pool. Do it right. Don't be afraid to pay for a couple of the extras like cool feet decking. So instead of just poured concrete that's been broomed, it's actually a special concrete mix that's stamped, and your little feet can run around on it in 90-degree weather and not burn. Anyways, I could go on and on. But pools, I'm going to tell you, pools sell phenomenal in Missouri if they are done right. Yeah, and if they are not done right, it will kill the sale of your house. If your house comps for 300 and your pool is crap, your house will sell for 250. You'll actually decrease the price of the house to the same degree that you spent on your crappy pool. I'm serious. Look, I'm not holding punches right now.
Filled in the pool.
Oh yeah.
Bought it and just filled it in. They were like, we
bet.
don't like it. We don't want it. We don't want the like whatever it was. They were not pool people, and they literally like covered it up within a month. I've
got a client of mine that bought a very nice Fenton Ranch, old.
Yeah.
Was going to rehab it, had one of those big rectangular pools in the backyard. And he's like, what should I do with it? And I said, you need to call my buddy Matt, have him crush it and backfill it and level it and forget it was ever there.
Yeah, that's what my customer did.
Because it's just too costly to try to put it in service for something that was going to really bring no value. All right, pools. I did go to a pool this past weekend, different than the one that I just spoke about. And it was nice.
Cool.
It was the first time I've got to lay around, listen to some pool tunes, and watch kids play in the pool and just sit there and soak up the clouds because it wasn't sunny. But
it's still relaxing.
But it was great.
There's the sound of the water and the kids, and yes, I love it. I love summertime.
So on that note, let's talk about, because this is a big topic for me, summertime activities for kids and adults.
Okay.
Or families, whatever. I'll go first. My favorite adult activity.
Yes.
Is
keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Besides that,
I don't know
Donna.
where you're going with this. All right, go on. All right.
Okay, you made that one derail, not me.
Well, you gave me a look, and I was like, I don't know where he's going with this.
Well, I was giving you a look that I wasn't going there.
My favorite adult activity is, and you see Donna start sweating. Okay.
I like to take my Harley or my Jeep.
Yeah.
And I like to go to the loading dock in Grafton, Illinois.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
I can get there. This is no joke. I can get there when they open.
Uh-huh.
And I can literally sit. And I don't get drunk, but I can sip on a beer a long time and sit there by the Mississippi River.
It's like
Mississippi,
being on vacation,
Illinois,
but it's 45 minutes away.
It's the closest thing to oceanfront property we have in St. Louis.
It's
unless you live at Lake St. Louis or something like that.
Yeah.
But even then you can see to the other side, and it's so residential.
Yeah.
But you can, all of the big houseboats and the yachts and sailboats go by. They have live music.
Yeah.
They have fans everywhere. They've got help me out here. Cornhole.
Okay.
And like on a beautiful day.
Yeah.
There's probably 1,000 people there at any given time.
That's so crazy.
And I can literally sit there for 12 hours.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a long time, but I could.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Keep it clean adult activity, Donna.
For this, I'm an outdoorsy person.
Yeah, we both are.
I love going to the zoo. I love going to Forest Park. I like going to the art museum, the history museum. I've got a membership for the aquarium. I like that kind of stuff. I like seeing things and going places and hanging out outside. That kind of stuff.
I'm embarrassed to say this. I have been to St. Louis since 2000.
Yeah.
I have never been to the art museum.
Oh,
That is so sad.
that is sad. It's a nice museum.
I mean,
have you been up in the arch?
oh my gosh, yeah. Now, I have done a lot of stuff in St. Louis that most people haven't done.
Yeah. Well, and
Because
who doesn't like to go to
yeah.
a ball
Oh my
game?
gosh.
Like, just fun stuff like that.
I love
We got
going
a
to
cool
Cardinals
town.
games.
Yeah.
I'll set up in Big Mac Land.
Yeah.
And I'll set in those sofas. I won't even watch the field. I'll just sit in the sofas, right? Have the kids with me or whatever.
Yeah.
What about kids' activities?
My daughter's 24. She's gonna be 25 this weekend. She has written like reminders all over the house. My birthday, my birthday, my birthday. She's actually gonna be in Vegas with her friends for her birthday, but she doesn't want me to forget about it. I know. But we do stuff together all the time. So like, we go to the gym together, we go walking. Like I feel like we do stuff together every day.
Yeah. I'll tell you. Listen.
What do you do? Because you got a younger one. So they want to be entertained.
Okay.
Right.
So Dawn and I could sit here and spout off City Museum, the zoo, blah blah blah, like the stuff that all of y'all know about. Let's talk about some stuff that people don't really think about. Here's one.
Okay.
The boathouse.
The boathouse is fun. The paddle boats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Forest Park.
Mm-hmm.
It pretty much anything under the thunderstorms. You can go. I've even gone there in the winter. You can't get on the water, but you can go there in the winter. You can sit outside. They'll have live music. You can sit inside if you want to keep it cool. They have paddle boats. They have.
Do they still have the boards?
The boards.
Yeah, paddle boards.
And you can go there for 1 hour. You could go for 4 hours. And kids like it because there's a lot of parents take their kids there.
Yeah.
It's also a popular wedding venue. So there's one.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the Cahokia Mounds?
No.
Worth it.
Okay.
Worth it. It's kind of what it's not going to knock any kids' socks off, but it's one of those things that like on the first day of school.
Yeah.
What'd you do this summer? Well, I believe it or not, I went to the Cahokia Mounds. Like it's something that would be cool for them to talk about.
All right.
So I've got one, and this is a topic in my house.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Summer camp.
We talked about that last week. All the crazy summer camps with Magic Camp. And
so there's that.
So what did you guys decide on? What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to go to actually Lynn and myself, my former wife. Mm-hmm. She and I are going to a parent meeting on Thursday for Big Stuff, which is a
You brought that up.
Resort.
It is. It's pretty cool for the kids at Oak Ridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's think.
Drive-in movie. Drive-in theater.
I love drive-in movies.
We're going to see Top Gun in the IMAX because like everybody has said you have to see it in IMAX. But maybe if I see it a second time, I'd see. I love the idea of a drive-in.
I love drive-ins.
Like this.
Even if it's wretchedly hot.
I know.
I still love it.
It's still the drive-in.
It's still a drive-in.
It's fun. Yeah.
Did you? Was there a drive-in around here when you were growing up?
Yes.
Where was it?
Was it Skyview? Or is that the one that's over in Illinois?
Skyview is in Illinois, but I mean like right here.
I feel like there was
Melville,
one like
Oakville,
South
Fox, Seckman.
There used to be one down in Peabody.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are there any still around
I
here?
don't know. The only one I know of is in Illinois.
Yeah, that's the one that everybody seems to go to.
Yeah.
You know what? I would love to own a drive-in. Could you totally see me
owning a drive-in?
As a drive-in theater like owner? I'd even have the little movie hat thing.
Oh my goodness. You'd be up in front of the kids.
Yeah.
Because there used to be the playground in front
of the playground.
the playground in front of the movie theater or the screen and stuff.
See, the thing I like about that is because that's something that you and I and our parents, like that was just a normal Friday night.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've been to a drive-in in my hometown.
Yeah.
And in Chillicothe and in Macon and other places.
I remember seeing, I think the first one I really remember going to with my mom and dad and my sisters when we were little was the Bad News Bears. That is going way back. The Bad News Bears. Remember that?
I do. Now I have a question.
That's old school.
Do you remember the first movie that you ever went to?
Movie.
In a movie theater.
I don't know.
Or drive-in.
The
counts.
drive-in is the one that like stands out to me the most. Is the
Okay.
Bad News Bears.
The first movie that I ever went to see
Yeah.
was Tootsie.
Okay. That's funny.
And I don't even remember what it's about. I really don't know why I went.
Okay.
But
That's
wasn't it?
interesting.
It was about two dudes that dressed up as like 9-to-5 working women back in the 80s.
I don't remember the whole storyline. I
don't remember the story.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Was that Tom Hanks? Was that Tom Hanks in
I
Tootsie?
don't think so. I don't know. I
Ian?
really don't know.
Scorecard? Don't know?
No idea. No idea.
Oh.
I mean, then there was like Robin Williams as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah. Oldie.
Yeah, that was another
Oldie
one where
now.
they like. I don't remember Tootsie
Yeah.
why they dressed up, but or what the place was. You know what the situation was.
All right. Let's shift.
All right.
So
What are we shifting
for those, what is today? To Wednesday? So yeah, yesterday, did it get over 90 yesterday? It was hot. It was so dang hot.
Why do I not remember yesterday?
I don't
It's
know.
been a long week.
Well,
Oh my
it
gosh.
was hotter than Hades yesterday, and it made me start thinking about what do you need to do with your house.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a list. I could just, I don't even have to write them down. I can just spout them off. But here's
All right,
number
do it.
one.
'Cause
Number
I
one,
probably haven't done them on my own house. So
change. Listen, if you put a new filter in your furnace or furnaces, right, your air handlers,
yeah, I need to do that.
and you did it mid-April and you change them every 90, no, you need to change them now because we had this whole pollen season come through and it was
Oh.
brutal this year.
Yeah, my car. I thought it changed colors. It was so bad.
Change your filter now. And
Yeah.
look, to each their own. Don't buy the 90-day filters that are, well, I was going to say $5 a piece. Now they're probably $15 a piece.
Everything's
But I buy the cheap filters. I buy a whole box. I have it in my phone calendar. Every 30 days, I change them because I would rather have a fresh filter that breathes really well,
yeah.
right? Because it's all about airflow,
Yeah.
right? Your air handler, your furnace is designed to put out the most amount of CFM it can right from the motor, and it filters out through your ductwork. And if your filter is clogged because you bought a 90-day filter, feel free to disagree with me, but you're not going to change my mind. You're choking the system, which means it's having to cycle more, come on more,
It's just
and
working harder than it needs
your
to.
energy bill is going to skyrocket.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll change mine when I get home.
And there's another
With a
thing.
reminder. Okay, what else?
If you don't know, you know the little arrow on the side of your filter, they usually look like this and they're red.
Yeah.
That's to signify which way the air flows to the house.
Okay.
Don't mess up. Make sure you put the filter in so that the air is flowing
I always
the
take
right
it out
direction.
and put it in at the same time so that I know exactly how it's supposed to go.
But what if it was wrong the time before?
You put it in.
Oh, then it's right.
You did. You totally did. So
I'm
when I go
pretty-
to change them, I'm like, I trust Rob knew what he was doing the first time. I pull it out and I put it in the exact same way. I could never pull them out and throw them away. And then I'm like, nope. I like very intentionally.
Well, so generally speaking, so you have one large duct going up,
Yeah.
and then next to it is your air handler,
That's the box thing.
right, where
Okay.
the motor is. Okay, your arrow should be pointing, like if this is the furnace, the arrow should be pointing at the furnace,
Okay.
not away from it.
Okay.
Okay,
Now I got to check that when I get home.
check on it.
All right.
Check on it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's number one.
Yeah.
Well,
That was number 2.
that was 1 and 2.
Okay.
You got one you want to add? Okay, I've got a good one.
I call other people and
This
say
is
what
so
you're doing.
simple.
What?
You know the little latches on your window,
Yeah.
right? Lift up, lift down.
Yeah.
People push those down
Yeah.
and they don't latch them.
Oh, I lock them every time. I'm a woman
Yeah.
that lives by herself with her daughter. Like
Yeah.
I lock my windows all the time.
You seem like the type
My
that
doors are
does,
always locked.
but a lot of people don't. And
Oh.
the thing is,
I lock and check every night, even like my back, even like the door from going in from the garage into my laundry room. That's got the deadbolt. I even deadbolt that, even though I know my garage door is closed.
A 1,500 square foot ranch.
Yeah.
3 bed, 2 bath, 1,500 square foot ranch will have at least 10 windows. So imagine 10 windows this wide that has this much of a slit open in the top.
Yeah.
And as your air handler is pushing air into the room, rather than expanding and filling that room, it's going right out that crease.
I thought of it more as a safety thing, but I see what you're saying as far as sealing it for
safety
the
for sure.
Yeah, airflow. Well, that makes sense.
And not only that, those windows are on springs, so you push it down. Sorry, I didn't mean to bang the table, and you don't lock it, and then
they just kind of go back.
The garbage truck goes by your house for the next 8 weeks and just and it works its way up. And next thing you know, you walk into your room, it's like, dang, it's hot in here. Well, that's because that window's been open the last 3 months.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's a good one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's such a long list.
We'll save it for next week.
Okay, well, one last one. One last one. If you feel like you have to have your temperature set on like 68 in order for it to feel like 72.
Like 64, like if you want to sleep when it's 64 degrees,
right.
Perfect. Yes.
You need to, it's called a head and shoulders. You need to stick your head up into your attic and do this with a flashlight.
Yeah.
And you know all of the boards that go across, the manufactured trusses or rafters, whatever, that are flat, that basically make up the ceiling below.
Yeah.
Your insulation should be up over that.
Okay.
And if it's not, because you have an old house and it's settled, compacted, whatever, let me tell you something. Blowing in insulation in an attic is super easy, and you can do it yourself. YouTube it. You can rent the equipment from Lowe's or Home Depot.
It helps with the energy bills. Huge.
And it will, I'm not going to say it's going to cut it in half, but it'll take a big slice.
All right.
You got a $200 a month cooling bill. It's about to become $150.
Okay.
You know, it'll knock a quarter off.
I like
All right. Wow.
Yep.
That was a long episode today. Good job. Have fun tonight.
Yes.
Next week, we're going to do our intense
movie review.
Scrutiny.
Yes.
Movie review.
I have to pay attention now.
Of Top Gun. We're going to be the two old guys from the 80s, early 90s.
I'm going to be the nice one. You'll be the crabby one.
Oh, why do I always got to be crabby?
I don't know. Why do you always have to be crabby?
What was her name?
I don't more remember. Than anything, I pictured the two guys from the Muppets that did the reviews.
Oh my God.
But you're talking about
I don't want to be the crabby Muppet.
I know. I literally was thinking of the Muppets, but I know what you're talking about. Who did the movie reviews? I don't know.
Well, we'll think of it. All right. Until next week. Peace out.